Good morning, students. Last class we discussed about whatever the we have discussed the formulas from the beginning of the chapter till the end of the chapter. Whatever needed, all the formulas I have given. So first, before going to this, you should have a knowledge of trigonometry. First, you know trigonometric table. The trigonometric table is must. Along with that, inverse trigonometry functions also you should have an idea. Here the function I have written sin inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cot inverse x, secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x. It exists only under domain and range. It does not exist other than the limit of a function. Now observe here, domain of sin inverse x minus 1 comma 1. Same thing for sin and cos will be same domain. And tan and cot will be same domain. Secant and cosecant will be same domain of the function. You can remember very easily. And range will be different. Sin inverse of minus 1 you will get minus pi by 2. Sin inverse of 1 you will get pi by 2. So sin pi by 2 you will get 1. Sin inverse of minus pi by 2 you will get minus 1. Similarly cos pi is equal to cos 1 is equal to cos pi is equal to you will get minus 1, cos 0 is equal to you will get 1. Similarly you will get the other values. So first you should have a knowledge of this table. This table is very important for 1 mark question. In your board examination they may ask for 1 mark. They may ask for 1 mark. Anyone write a domain of sin inverse x, or they can ask write a range of secant inverse x. So like that they may ask. To remember this, one shortcut I'll explain one of the rule. You can take the number line. This is minus infinity comma plus infinity. In the middle take it as 0 and left hand side minus 1, right hand side 1. Take down like that. To remember easily, now concentrate. Minus 1 to 1 under the closed bracket. This, remember, this is domain of sin inverse x and cos inverse x. This is the domain of sin inverse x and cos inverse x. And from minus 1 to minus infinity, from 1 to plus infinity, this is domain of what we can write as secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x we can write. This is the domain of secant inverse x as well as cosecant inverse x. Now overall minus infinity to plus infinity. This is for tan inverse x and cot inverse x. The domain of sin inverse x and cos inverse x, that is minus 1 to plus 1. And domain of secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x, minus infinity to minus 1, union of 1 to infinity. This you can write like this. Secant inverse x, cosecant inverse x, domain you can write even like this also. Minus infinity comma minus 1, union of 1 comma infinity. Like that also we can write. Now for tan inverse x and cot inverse x, minus infinity to plus infinity, that we can write it as real number like this, R I have written here in the table. So you can remember easily. Now sin inverse of, you know that sin pi by 2 is 1. You know that sin of minus pi by 2 is minus 1. So like that you can identify very easily. Especially secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x, tan inverse x, they asked many number of times, even sin inverse x also for 1 mark in the board examination. Write range of sin inverse x, write secant in range of secant inverse x. So like that. So you have to remember this table. Next, using this table and using the trigonometric table, we have to solve exercise, first exercise we have to solve using this table and trigonometric table. Now, exercise 2.1. Exercise 2.1. First question. Find the value of sine inverse of, they'll give find the principal value of, find the principal value of sine inverse minus half. Find the principal value of sine inverse of minus half. Now we need to find the value of sine inverse of minus half. The value should not be less than minus pi by 2. It should not be more than pi by 2. Like that we need to find. We have two methods here. One is NCERT textbook. Based on that we have to solve one of the method. Another directly also you can solve by using the formulas. Now first method, method 1. Method 1, how to solve. Now let y is equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Let y is equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Now sine inverse, take down the left hand side. We can write sine y is equal to minus 1 by 2. We can write sine y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now minus sine y is equal to what we can write? Minus sine y is equal to, we can write 1 by 2. Minus sine y is equal to, we can write 1 by 2. Minus sine y, we can write sine of minus y. That is equal to, we can write 1 by 2. Now minus y is equal to what we can write? Minus y is equal to 1 by 2. In terms of sine, which angle you will get? You will get the value sine pi by 6, 30 degree. Sine 30 you will get. Sine 30 you will get 1 by 2. Sine of minus y is equal to sine of pi by 6 we can write. So now remove the sign on both the side. Minus y is equal to pi by 6. Y is equal to minus pi by 6. We can write like that. Pi means 180. 180 by 6 become 30 degree. This is one of the method of solving. First we should take the given question y is equal to. So y is equal to sine inverse of minus half. Now sine inverse, take down the left hand side. Sine y is equal to minus half we can write, and multiply by minus sine y is equal to 1 by 2 we can write. Now sine of minus y is equal to 1 by 2 we can write. Now 1 by 2, by using the trigonometric table we can write sine 30. 30 we can write in the form of sine pi by 2. Now remove the sign on both the side. Minus y is equal to pi by 6, then y is equal to minus pi by 6 we can write. This is through NCERT. Through NCERT textbook. So you can write like this. Let y is equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Sine y is equal to minus half. So minus, multiply on both the side. Minus sine y is equal to 1 by 2. So minus sine y we can write sine of minus y. That is equal to 1 by 2. Sine of minus y is equal to, we can write sine pi by 6. Minus y is equal to pi by 6. Y is equal to minus pi by 6 you will get. Now similarly another method how to solve. We have done one of the formula. Sine inverse of minus theta is equal to minus sine inverse theta. We have done the formula. Sine inverse of minus theta is equal to minus sine inverse theta. Using the formula, so sine inverse of minus half is equal to what we can write? Minus sine inverse 1 we can write. So minus sine inverse of 1 by 2 using the formula, trigonometric table. So 1 by 2 we can write sine pi by 6. Now sine inverse sine both get cancelled, we can write minus pi by 6. Sine inverse of minus theta we can write minus sine inverse theta. Sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 using the formula we can write minus sine inverse of 1 by 2. 1 by 2 in terms of by using the trigonometric table we can write sine pi by 6. Now sine inverse sine get cancelled, we can write pi by 6. So minus as it is, minus pi by 6. Yes, write down. Next, second question. Second question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Find the principal value of cos inverse root 3 by 2. Find the principal value of cos inverse root 3 by 2. Now write down. Let y is equal to cos inverse root 3 by 2. Now cos inverse, take down the left hand side. Cos y is equal to root 3 by 2. Now cos y is equal to root 3 by 2. Using the trigonometric table, we can write cos of root 3 by 2. Pi by 6, 30 degree we can write. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Remove both the side cos, then y is equal to what we can write? Pi by 6. That means this is the range of the function. Y is equal to pi by 6. Therefore, the value of y, cos inverse root 3 by 2. Therefore, cos inverse root 3 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. We can write like that. And we have to check whether it is there in the given range or not. Yes, pi by 6 is there in between 0, pi. Therefore, it is correct answer. If it is above pi, we have to reduce. If it is below 0, then also it is not correct answer. Again, we have to simplify. So next, one more method. By another method, we can write like this directly. Cos inverse root 3 by 2. So we can write cos inverse of root 3 by 2 using the trigonometric table. What we can write? Cos pi by 6 directly we can write. Now cos inverse cos get cancelled, pi by 6. This is one more method. This is NCERT textbook method. This is NCERT textbook method. This is directly you can solve. In examination, you have to apply this method, it is good. If you apply this method, it is good. It is not wrong, but usually they are not applying this method. Yes, write down whatever it is there. Next question. Next one, third question. Find the value of, find the principal value of cosecant inverse 2. Cosecant inverse 2. Find the principal value of cosecant inverse 2. How to find? First, let y is equal to cosecant inverse 2. Cosecant inverse, take down the left hand side. Cosecant y is equal to, we can write 2. Cosecant y is equal to 2 in terms of cosecant, we can write cosecant pi by 6. Cosecant 30 is 2. Y is equal to cosecant inverse 2. Cosecant inverse, take down the left hand side. Cosecant y is equal to 2. Now cosecant y is equal to 2. We can write cosecant pi by 6. Remove cosecant on both the side. Y is equal to how much you will get? Pi by 6. What is y? Cosecant inverse 2. So cosecant inverse 2, we can write it as pi by 6. This is one of the method, NCERT method. Then another method, directly you can solve. Write on cosecant inverse 2. So this is equal to cosecant inverse of 2 in terms of cosecant. What we can write? 2 we can write in terms of cosecant pi by 6. Cosecant inverse cosecant get cancelled, pi by 6. Check whether it is there between the limits or not. Yes, it is there between minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. So that it is correct answer. Yes, take down, write down. Yes, next question. Next question, question number 4. Find the principal value of, find the principal value of fourth one, tan inverse minus root 3. Tan inverse minus root 3. So now take down. Y is equal to tan inverse of minus root 3. Y is equal to tan inverse of minus root 3. Now tan inverse stayed on the left hand side. What we can write? Tan y is equal to minus root 3. Now take minus on both the side. Minus tan y is equal to root 3 we can write. Minus tan y is equal to root 3 we can write. Tan y is equal to minus root 3 multiply by minus tan y is equal to root 3 we can write. Now minus tan y is equal to, minus tan y, what we can write? Tan of minus y we can write. Minus tan y, what we can write? Tan of minus y we can write. Root 3 in terms of tan, what we can write? Tan pi by 3 we can write. Tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3. Now remove the tan on both the side. Minus y is equal to pi by 3. Then y is equal to, we will get pi by 3. What is y actually? Tan inverse of minus root 3 equals to pi by 3 we can write. Now first y is equal to, take down tan inverse of minus root 3. Now tan inverse, take down the left hand side. Tan y is equal to minus root 3 multiply by minus side. Minus tan y is equal to root 3. Now minus tan y, you can write tan of minus y, because in the fourth quadrant tan is negative. In the fourth quadrant, tan negative sign minus theta, it comes under the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, tan is negative. So y is equal to tan inverse of minus root 3. Tan y equal to minus root 3 we can write. Minus tan y is equal to root 3. So minus tan y we can write tan of minus y, that is equal to root 3 we can write tan pi by 3. Now remove the tan on both the side. Minus y is equal to pi by 3. So y is equal to, what we can write? Minus pi by 3. So you will get minus pi by 3. So tan inverse of minus root 3, you will get minus pi by 3. One more method. This is NCERT textbook method. NCERT textbook method. Then direct method. How to apply? Using the formula method. Tan inverse of minus root 3. I have given a formula, tan inverse of minus theta is equal to minus tan inverse theta. So we can write minus tan inverse root 3. We can write like that. Now minus tan inverse of root 3 in terms of using the trigonometric table, we can write root 3 tan pi by 3 we can write. So now tan inverse tan get cancelled, we can write minus pi by 3. Tan inverse of minus root 3, we can write minus tan inverse root 3. Now root 3 we can write tan pi by 3. Tan inverse tan get cancelled, we can write it as pi by 3. Minus pi by 3. Write down. Next question. Next question. Fifth one. Question number 5. Find the principal value of cos inverse minus 1 by 2. Find the principal value of cos inverse minus half. Now, how to prove? How to find? Let y is equal to cos inverse minus half. We should write like that. Y is equal to cos inverse of minus half. Cos inverse, take down the left hand side. Cos y is equal to minus half we can write. Multiply by minus sign. Then what we can write? Minus cos y is equal to 1 by 2 we can write. Now minus cos y, we can't write cos of minus y because in the fourth quadrant cos is positive. But the limit has to be there in between 0 comma pi. So we can't take above pi. So the value, whatever the value you will get, the value should be there in between 0 and pi only. That means it comes under the second quadrant. We can't take negative in the first quadrant, because in the first quadrant all the trigonometric functions are positive. So cos is negative in the second quadrant. So using the second quadrant, minus cos y, we can write cos of pi minus y, we can write, that is equal to 1 by 2. Cos of pi minus y, we can write 1 by 2. So cos of pi minus y is equal to 1 by 2. In terms of cos, what we can write? Cos pi by 3, we can write. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Cos 60, 1 by 2. Remove the cos on both the side. Pi minus y is equal to, we can write pi by 3. Now y take down that side, pi by 3 take down this side. So what we can write? Pi y is equal to pi minus pi by 3. So the value of this you will get 2 pi by 3. So y is equal to 2 pi by 3. So what will be the answer here? Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to 2 pi by 3. Now once again I will explain, concentrate. Y is equal to, I took cos inverse of minus half. Now cos inverse, take down the left hand side, cos y is equal to minus half. Now cos y multiplied by minus, and minus cos y is equal to 1 by 2. Now in the fourth quadrant, cos is positive. Cos is positive under the fourth quadrant, but cos is negative under the second quadrant. So it is there between 0 and pi and pi by 2. In between 0 and pi, so here it is positive. We have to take under the second quadrant. So that what we can write? Pi minus y we can write. Minus cos y, what we can write? Cos of pi minus y we can write. And 1 by 2, using the trigonometric table, we can write cos pi by 3. Remove the cos on both the side. Pi minus y is equal to pi by 3. So y is equal to pi minus pi by 3. You will get 2 pi by 3. So cos inverse of minus half, you will get 2 pi by 3. So take down the answer. Next, another method. So this is one of the method. This method by NCERT textbook. Now another method by using the formula method. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. You know the formulas I have given. Cos inverse of minus theta is equal to pi minus cos inverse theta. I have given. So now we proved also. Using that, what we can write? Pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2 we can write. So pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2. Cos inverse of cos 1 by 2 in terms of cos. So what we can write? Cos pi by 3 we can write. Cos 60. So pi minus pi by 3. So what we can write? 3 pi minus pi by 3. So this is equal to, you can write it as 2 pi by 3. So this method don't apply in PU board. Apply this method only in PU board, because using the NCERT textbook we have to solve. This method you can use for CET, JEE, other places you can utilize. Okay, take down, write down. Find the principal value of cos inverse minus half. This is the method you can solve. There are two methods. One is NCERT textbook you have to follow for the board examination wise. But this method you can apply for JEE, CET. So you can apply this method. Yes, similarly the question number 6. Find the principal value of, find the principal value of tan inverse minus 1. Find the principal value of tan inverse of minus 1. Here, to solve this, let y is equal to tan inverse minus 1. Let y is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Tan inverse stayed on the left hand side. We can write tan y. Tan y is equal to minus 1. Now multiply by minus sign. We can write minus tan y is equal to 1. Now minus tan y, we can write it as tan of minus y. That is equal to 1 we can write. Now tan of minus y, that side 1, in terms of tan, using the trigonometric table, 1 we can write tan pi by 4. Remove the tan on both the side. Minus y is equal to pi by 4. So y is equal to minus pi by 4. Now listen, y is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Tan inverse stayed on the left hand side. Tan y is equal to minus 1. Now multiply by minus sign. Minus tan y is equal to 1. Now minus tan y, we can write tan of minus y, that is equal to 1. Now tan of minus y is equal to 1. In terms of tan, we can write tan pi by 4. Now remove the tan on both the sides, then minus y is equal to pi by 4 we can write. Y is equal to minus pi by 4 you will get. Now what is y actually? Tan inverse of minus 1. So we can write tan inverse of minus 1 is equal to minus pi by 4. And after finishing, check whether it is there in the range of the function or not. If it is there, what you have done correct, otherwise wrong. Next, after this. This is NCERT method, NCERT textbook method. Normally, how to solve in CET or any other places, directly you can solve. Y is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Y is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Now, y is equal to tan inverse of minus theta. We know the formula, minus tan inverse 1. I'll write here. Which formula? Tan inverse of minus theta is equal to minus tan inverse theta. There is a formula. We proved also. We proved tan inverse of, since we know that tan inverse of minus theta equal to minus tan inverse theta. Using that formula, tan inverse of minus 1 we can write minus tan inverse 1. Now, y is equal to minus as it is tan inverse 1. Tan inverse of 1 in terms of tan, what we can write? Tan pi by 4 we can write. So now y is equal to minus pi by 4 we can write. Now what we can write? Tan inverse of minus 1 is equal to minus pi by 4. And observe whether it is there in between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. If it is there, correct answer. Otherwise, it is not a correct answer. It exists. These functions are exist. Only it has to be a domain will be in between, a range will be in between. Then only it is exist. Otherwise, it does not exist. Next question. Next question. Find the principal value of secant inverse 2 divided by root 3. Secant inverse 2 divided by root 3. Secant inverse 2 by root 3. Secant inverse 2 divided by root 3. Now, how to solve? Let y is equal to secant inverse of 2 divided by root 3. Now, y is equal to secant inverse of 2 by root 3 in terms of secant. What we can write? Secant 2 by root 3 in terms of secant. We can write in the form of secant pi by 6, 30 degree. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3. We have to apply NCERT method, no? So now what we can write? Secant inverse stayed on the left hand side. We can write secant y is equal to 2 divided by root 3. Now secant y is equal to 2 by 3 root 3 in terms of secant. We can write secant pi by 6 we can write because 30 degree. Secant 30 is 2 divided by root 3. Now y is equal to what we can write, pi by 6. Therefore secant inverse of 2 by root 3 is equal to what we can write, pi by 6 we can write. This is NCERT method. NCERT method. Another one, directly how you can find secant inverse of 2 divided by root 3. Secant inverse, write down as it is 2 by root 3. Using the trigonometric table, we can write secant pi by 6, we can write 30 degree. So the answer is pi by 6. Directly you can write like that. Yes, so write down. Yes, next one. Next one. Find the principal value of cot inverse root 3. Find the principal value of cot inverse root 3. How to solve? Now first take down, let y is equal to cot inverse root 3. Cot inverse, take down the left hand side, what we can write, cot y is equal to root 3. Now cot y, using the trigonometric table, what we can write, cot pi by 6, 30 degree. Cot 30 is root 3. So what is the y value? Pi by 6. Now what is y actually? Cot inverse root 3, that is equal to, we can write it as pi by 6. Check whether it is there in between 0 comma pi or not. Yes, it is there in between 0 comma pi. So it is correct answer. This is called principal value. Then next, how to solve the another method, direct method. This is from NCERT. Another one, direct, how to solve. Cot inverse root 3. So write down cot inverse of root 3 in terms of cot. What we can write? Root 3 in terms of cot pi by 6 we can write. Cot inverse cot get cancelled, pi by 6 we can write. Cot inverse cot get cancelled, we can write it as pi by 6. Cot inverse root 3. Root 3 in terms of cot, we can write cot pi by 6. Now cot inverse cot get cancelled, we can write it as pi by 6. Yes, write down. Next question. Next one. Find the principal value of cos inverse minus half, minus 1 by root 2. Cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2. How to solve? Cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2. How to solve? Now let y is equal to cos inverse minus 1 by root 2. Cos inverse, take down the left hand side, we can write cos y is equal to minus 1 by root 2. Cos y is equal to minus 1 by root 2. Multiply by minus sign, minus cos y is equal to 1 by root 2. In the fourth quadrant, cos is positive. Second quadrant, cos is negative. So minus cos y, we can write cos of pi minus y. Why we should take second quadrant only? Because I have given cos inverses exist only between minus 1 and positive 1. And range of the function, it has to be in between 0 comma pi. So 0 comma pi, in between you will get only first and the second quadrant. So in the first quadrant, all the trigonometric functions are positive, we can't take, so you have to take only from the second quadrant. So minus cos y, we can write cos of pi minus y, that is equal to 1 by root 2 we can write. Now cos of pi minus y is equal to 1 by root 2. In terms of cos, we can write cos pi by 4. Now minus y, take that side, we can write pi minus y is equal to pi by 4. Now pi by 4 take down left hand side, minus y take down the right hand side. So what we can write, y is equal to pi minus pi by 4. So y is equal to 4 into pi, 4 pi minus pi by 4. So what we can write, 3 pi by 4. 4 pi minus pi, 3 pi. 3 pi by 4 we can write. Now therefore we can write it as cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2 is equal to, we can write it as 3 pi by 4. Now listen once again, y is equal to, we can take cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2, cos y is equal to minus 1 by root 2, multiply by minus sign, minus cos y is equal to 1 by root 2, minus cos y we can write cos of pi minus y, that is equal to 1 by root 2, cos of pi minus y 1 by root 2 we can write using the trigonometric table cos pi by 4. Now pi minus y is equal to pi by 4. Now pi by 4 take down left hand side, minus y take down the right hand side, you will get like that. Y is equal to 3 by 4 you can write. If you find the 45 into 3, 135 degree, 135 you will get in between 0 comma pi. So that it is correct answer. You can take. Now another method. This is from NCERT. Another method. Now cos inverse minus 1 by root 2. Cos inverse minus 1 divided by root 2. How to solve? Now this is equal to, using the formula method, cos inverse of minus theta, pi minus cos inverse theta. So what we can write, pi minus cos inverse theta, that means 1 by root 2. So what we can write here? Formula, cos inverse of minus theta equal to pi minus cos inverse theta. Now pi you write down as it is, minus cos inverse of 1 by root 2 we can write cos pi by 4. Now pi minus pi by 4. Now what we can write, 4 pi minus pi by 4. So you will get 3 pi by 4. Take down the answer. Yes, next question. Next question. Question number 10 in your NCERT textbook. Find the principal value of cosecant inverse of minus root 2. Find the principal value of cosecant inverse of minus root 2. How to solve? Now, NCERT method. Textbook method. Y is equal to, we should take cosecant inverse of minus root 2. Cosecant inverse, you have to take down the left hand side. We can write it as cosecant y. Cosecant y is equal to minus root 2. Now multiply by minus sign on the both the side, minus cosecant y is equal to, we can write it as root 2. Minus cosecant y, we can write cosecant of minus y is equal to root 2. Now cosecant of minus y is equal to root 2 in terms of cosecant, what we can write? Cosecant pi by 4 we can write. Cosecant of minus y, root 2 we can write in terms of cosecant. Cosecant pi by 4 we can write. Now minus y is equal to pi by 4, then y is equal to minus pi by 4. Now what is y value here? Cosecant inverse of minus root 2. This is equal to minus pi by 4 we can write. This is from textbook method. Then directly how to solve? Cosecant inverse of minus root 2. We can write it as we can write it as minus cosecant inverse root 2. There is a formula we proved already. Cosecant inverse of minus theta is equal to minus cosecant inverse theta. We proved already. So using that cosecant inverse of minus theta, what we can write? Minus cosecant inverse theta. Now minus cosecant inverse of root 2 we can write cosecant pi by 4. Now cosecant inverse cosecant get cancelled. What we can write? Minus pi by 4. We can write like that. Now take it as y is equal to cosecant inverse of minus root 2. Cosecant inverse take down the left hand side. Cosecant y is equal to minus root 2 multiply by minus sign. Minus cosecant y is equal to root 2. Then minus cosecant y we can write cosecant of minus y, that is equal to root 2. Now this side, root 2 we can write cosecant pi by 4. Remove the cosecant on both the side. Minus y equal to pi by 4. Y is equal to minus pi by 4. Yes, write down. Next question. Next question. 11th one. Find the principal value of tan inverse 1. Find the principal value of tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus half plus sin inverse minus half. Find the principal value of cos tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse of minus half plus sin inverse of minus half. How to solve? First one, tan inverse 1. First I will take y is equal to tan inverse 1. Next I will write cos y is equal to cos inverse minus half. Next I will write y is equal to sin inverse of minus half, like that, separately. Now tan inverse take on the left hand side, we can write tan y is equal to 1. Tan y is equal to 1 in terms of tan, we can write tan pi by 4. Therefore the value of y is equal to, you will get pi by 4, first term. So we can write tan inverse 1 is equal to pi by 4. We can write like that. Then next, second one, y is equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Cos inverse take down the left hand side. We can write cos y is equal to minus half. Now multiply by minus sign, we can write minus cos y is equal to 1 by 2. Minus cos y in the second quadrant, it is negative. So we can write it as cos of pi minus y is equal to 1 by 2. Now cos of pi minus y is equal to 1 by 2. In terms of cos, we can write it as pi by 3. 60 degree. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Now remove the cos on both the side. Pi minus y is equal to pi by 3. Then we can write y is equal to pi minus pi by 3. Therefore y is equal to, we will get 2 pi by 3. So what is y actually? This one. So we can write cos inverse of minus half is equal to 2 pi by 3. We can write like this. Similarly the last one. So sin y is equal to, we can write minus half. Now multiply by minus sign, we can write minus sin y is equal to 1 by 2, we can write. Now multiply by minus sin y, we can write sin of minus y, that is equal to, we can write 1 by 2. Sin of minus y, we can write it as 1 by 2. Now after that, 1 by 2 we can write using the trigonometric table. We can write sin pi by 6, 30 degrees. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Now minus y is equal to, we can write it as pi by 6. Now minus y is equal to pi by 6. So y is equal to minus pi by 6. Now observe here, sin, what is y? Sin inverse of minus 1. Sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to, we got minus pi by 6. Now taking this, all the three values we have to substitute, then you will get the answer. Now take it down. Now tan inverse 1, after this, tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus half plus sin inverse minus half. What you will get the answer? Tan inverse 1, we got the value is pi by 4. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, we can write it as 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. And sin inverse of minus half, we can write it as minus pi by 6. Here we can write 2 pi by 3. Here we can write minus pi by 6. Now we have to simplify. So pi by 4 means 45 degree. Otherwise we can take LCM and we can solve directly. 4 3s are 12 will be the LCM. 12 4s are, 12 divided by 4 you will get 3. 3 pi you can write plus 12 divided by 3 you will get 4. 4 2s are 8 pi you will get. Then again 12 divided by 6 you will get 2. 2 into pi, 2 pi you can write. Now 8 plus 3, 11 you will get. 11 pi minus 2 pi divided by 12. 11 pi minus 2 pi you will get 9 pi by 12. So 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So the answer you will get 3 pi by 4. Yes, write down. Thank you, students.